warm welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Zizi Ndevu. The Cradle of Humankind provides a secured environment for cyclists with a breathtaking view.
Come out to the Cradle to ride because there's cycle lanes and there's not a lot of traffic on the road. It's too dangerous to cycle in the suburbs.
I normally do the Cradle route once a month.
Obviously it's a little bit keeping fit, but it's really pretty. It's nice to spend some time in this environment. It's really, really pretty out here. I feel safe.
So out of the Cradle is fantastic. It's out in nature, it's nice and quiet, it's got your cycle lanes, most of the traffic is pretty respectful as well.
Hey, I'm Dirk from Brown Circle and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, joburgtoday.tv. Follow us on Twitter @JoburgToday. And if you're on the move, then pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. Lerato went to cycle shops around Joburg to see how they're preparing for the Momentum 94.7 Cycle Challenge.
That time of the year is very, very busy in the shop, and we've got to make sure that all the staff is here on time in the mornings. We work extra hours at that time and make sure we've got enough stock and we've got the knowledge to be able to explain what everything that the customers would need for the cycle challenge, for the event. And yeah, the hours are long on the 3 months leading up to the time, but it's all worth it when you see all the happy customers finishing the race. We have got club rides that leave the shop on the Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, and we do about 80 Ks, it's road rides, and then on the Sunday morning at 6 o'clock we do about 110 Ks, obviously on the road as well, and then on the Sunday we do a mountain bike ride from 6, it's about 70 to 80 Ks in the mountain bike. It's half on tour, half off-road, so you can you get both training in. Look, the best bike to use for 94.7 Cycle Challenge is a road bike, but I don't recommend doing your first race, your first event on the road bike. It's better to start off on the mountain bike, being comfortable and getting used to the bike, and then once you're confident, once you're comfortable, it's better to move on to a road bike for the cycle challenge specifically. It depends on the times you want to do. If you just want to enjoy the ride and enjoy the vibe, mountain bike is always a better way to go. We just put some slicks on. But if you want to do a fast time, it's better to go for a road bike.
Hi, this is Darren Simpson from The Breakfast Express on 947. You watching Joburg Today.
Nushina spoke to Tanya Harford, the race director of the Momentum 94.7 Cycle Challenge, to see what you can expect.
Joining me in studio now is Tanya Harford, the race director of the Momentum 94.7 Cycle Challenge. Welcome to Joburg Today. Great to have you in studio.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. Usually when I think of the 94.7 Challenge, I always think of the nightmarish incidents of trying to get through Johannesburg on that day. What plans do you have in place to counter that problem?
Well, I mean, we have a big operation behind that, starting with JMPD, Joburg Roads Agency, our own security, our own road closure teams. And we've tried to create alternative routes, albeit that they're not the quickest routes, for almost every closure. And then the people who are literally landlocked in, we deal with on a one-to-one basis in terms of trying to enable them to access and have egress to their properties.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not a cycling enthusiast like me. But I think what's really so encouraging about this event is that on that day you see thousands of cyclists out on the road, and it kind of inspires you to want to find your passion in something, doing something healthy as well. Why is this event so important?
Well, I think it's its 18th year, so we're coming of age. Joburg has recognized the event. It's an iconic event on the calendar. With 35,000 cyclists this year, our biggest entry to date, entering and riding for a purpose, using the Cycle Challenge to raise funds for charity. There are over 200 registered charities entered
That
to
is
either
wow.
raise money or have marketing, value. I think the event is an important event from the city's perspective to show that we can put on internationally respected events in the city, that the city is capable of it, and we certainly are. And so on so many different levels, it is important. We do know and we accept that the residents are the guys who take the brunt of it, but we're asking for 10 hours on one day.
Sure, it's just once a year. I mean,
Yeah.
we can deal with that one day in the year.
Yeah, I hope so.
Now, the fact that there are 35,000 people that you've attracted to the event this year, that says a lot about the passion for the sport, because you
Yes.
have to be passionate. You have to have a bicycle. You have to want to cycle. Tell us about the route. Tell us about what's so extraordinary about cycling in Johannesburg.
Well, I think on a normal day, you have to deal with Joburg motorists, which is a big difficulty in the first place. And so to have the roads closed and to be able to ride without a care is an enormous feeling and a great feeling. I think to ride for a purpose, to ride for charity, also important. Some people just riding to get out, to be healthy because they've done it. I mean, we've got about 250 people who've done it for 17 years. So, the people who've done it year in and year out. This year there's a slight change. We've moved our venue from Waterfall, where we've been for the last 8 years, to River Sands. So there's a quantum change in terms of the start, the finish, where those positions are. And by pivoting the route backwards, people are going to find that some roads are open earlier when they were open later last year, and some roads are open later this year. So we're urging everybody to really make sure that they come to the website and see what roads are closed and when, and then we have an interactive map to get you around the city.
Fantastic.
And a call center that functions to help you. So we really do. We spend a lot of time and effort and money on not only thinking of cyclists.
It's a great family day as well, eh?
Indeed. Well, I mean, it's really a weekend, because the weekend before we have 2,500 children riding in the kiddies ride, and then another 1,000 families riding in the 10K mountain bike ride. So yes, something for everybody.
Now, you mentioned there are about 250 people that have been doing this challenge for the last 17 years.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're one of them, because you told me
Okay.
that you've been involved in this event for 18 years now.
Yes, 18 years. I've never cycled it, and I won't, because I'm so busy on the day. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people who've invested a lot of time and effort in this event and riding it. And we've got to say thank you to them.
What was it like 18 years ago when you started this event?
A lot simpler. Remember, Joburg has mushroomed in 18 years. And also our legislation around events and safety and security in events has really come up to some fairly world-class level.
And I'm sure you must be excited, because you're speaking about legislation and the fact that you have more support from local government as well.
Yes.
The city of Johannesburg, interestingly enough, is putting up lanes for cycling.
Yes, indeed.
So that will influence the way you actually host these events and the routes that you would probably come up with in future events.
Well, both the city and the province, Gauteng, are putting in cycling lanes. Those are largely for commuters and students. So the ones in Braamfontein are for the students to be able to commute to all the campuses in Braamfontein. And there's a cycle lane coming in from Tembisa and from Diepsloot. That's being put in. And, this is for the safety of the commuter rider.
This is going to create a whole paradigm shift when it comes to creating a healthy city and getting more people out to keep fit.
And that's government's big message.
And more police out as well to ensure the safety and security of the residents going out and, It's great.
No, I think we're becoming, this is what first world cities have. If you go to London, you've got the blue highways, the Barclays bike lanes, and it's a necessity, because you just cannot have cars, on the volume that we're having. And so, in 10 years, I hope to see people commuting to work, not even 10, 5 years, taking that, because it's safe, And this is the whole thing, is safety on bicycles. Car versus bicycle, car wins every time.
Just coming back to this event very quickly, this challenge is not for beginners.
I wouldn't suggest, there's no point in entering and riding 20 kilometers.
Yeah,
it's 94.7 kilometers.
That's hard work.
It is.
It was great chatting to you.
And
Thank you
to
so
you
much
too.
for making time to talk to us
Only a
about this
pleasure.
wonderful event, and we wish you all the best with it.
And we hope you'll be there on the day.
I will do my best.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm Tansy Katsia, former Miss South Africa 2007, and you're watching Joburg Today.
For more stories on the city, check out our special focus section, as well as Joburg in your pocket for all that's happening in and around Johannesburg. That's it from me, Zizi. I leave you with Screw Loose by Rubber Duck.
Back in ETV.
I got a screw loose in my shoe. I got a screw loose just for you. I got a screw loose for Cape Town. And when you find me on the street with a screw loose in my feet, you know Cape Town's my playground, my playground. I got a screw loose in my head. 10 shots, knock, knock, who's there? On the rocks we roll through Cape Town. And I say, sweet Jesus, it's a crime to drink whiskey mixed with lime. All this time we fight for one more night, we fight. Please don't take these feet from this street. Please save my soul. Put this screw back in my shoe. And please don't stop it. I won't stop until my heart stops loving you. I got a screw loose in my shoe. I got a screw loose just for you. And know how the city waits for the showdown. Between the wheel and the floor, between the deaf folk and the door. All this time we fight for one more night, we fight. Please don't take these feet from this street. Please save my soul. Put this screw back in my shoe. And please don't stop it. I won't stop until my heart stops loving you. I got a screw loose in my shoe. I got a screw loose just for you. I got a screw loose for Cape Town. And please don't take these feet from this street. Please save my soul. Put the screw back in my shoe. And please don't stop it. I won't stop until my heart stops loving you.